Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to talk about some tips on how we can release our stuck emotions during the quarantine. Let's dive in. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Shannon. I'm here to help you along your journey of personal development. So today I would like to talk about how we can release our stuck emotions during the quarantine period, because this is a period that is very special, that most of the time we need to stay indoors for a very extensive amount of time that normally we're not accustomed to. And people like me that love going outdoors or love to go into places that has a lot of people will feel extremely difficult and will have different type of emotions surging up. So but in order for us to still keep ourselves safe and healthy, then it's like inevitable for us to stay indoors. So how can we do deal with these situations? So that's why I want to share with you 5 tips that can help you to release your stuck emotions and to keep yourself at the present moment and still being sane, like in these kind of situations. Because if our emotions are stuck for a long period, then it becomes our mood, and once we have a bad mood, this will affect ourselves, the people around us, and affect our decisions and the way that we view things. Mostly is quite destructive. So the first tips that I want to share is meditation. There are different types of meditation, guided meditation that you can find online. The way that I find is very useful for release the stuck emotion is body focused meditation, which includes like observing your breath or body scan. This kind of meditation put your awareness back to your body and put yourself in an observation mode. And in that situation, instead of reacting or acting upon the situation, you simply take a role of observer. So then you will observe your body and take a more neutral perspective on what you're going through, and this will help a lot for letting the body to just recover itself and to let the energies move itself. So I personally will suggest for at least meditate for one time a day. um, and I think as short as 20 minutes would do. During the time that I feel like emotionally very difficult, I will do 1 hour in the morning and 1 hour at night, or maybe several times during the day as well. And this helps a lot to release the stress or some emotion that stuck for very long. You can just let them go out themselves, because the body will adjust itself once you give it the chance to do so. And the second thing I want to share is journaling. Journaling is a very good way to process your thoughts and release your emotions, because a lot of time when we lack of interaction with our peoples, or lack of the amount of information that we're taking in daily, what happens that some of the thoughts were stuck inside our mind, and our thoughts and our emotions is connected. And because of this, what happens is that the thoughts are stuck and our emotions are stuck. So by doing journaling, what you do is to push your thoughts kind of out and just let it flow. And once your thought is flowing, your emotion will follow the ride. And another good thing about journaling is that you can show more authenticity with yourself and to connect with yourself. By doing so, you will not that be afraid to, instead of confronting it with others, or to be afraid of what you say or what you think about is going to hurt, like probably gonna hurt others, or in any way that you think is not appropriate to say. You can all share with yourself in a journal that can help you make a release. And this process, I normally do it in the morning, like as I shared before, the morning pages. And I do 3 pages in the morning, longhand, and like around like A4 size paper for 3 pages, and it helps a lot for clearing the thoughts and declaring the emotions and to see clearer about yourself. And the third thing I want to share about is doing yoga and free body movement. Yoga is a very good way for you to connect your body and your mind, and to just be in that union with yourself. But I know that for people like me that has a very stiff body, sometimes it can be very frustrated to follow an instruction to do a yoga. It needs your mind, and sometimes your mind cannot be concentrated, and your body is very tight and muscles are stiff. So instead, what I do is free body movement. So free body movement is like you just stand in a position that you feel comfortable, and then you start to feel the muscles inside your body and different parts of your body, and then you just start to move like your shoulders, your back in any way that you feel comfortable. And sometimes you will hear like the bones cracking, which is actually a good thing, and it's a very amazing experience because you will know that there are some parts that you have been tightened for so long that right now finally you get a chance to move and to express themselves. And because emotion is just energy in motion, and once you move yourself, the energy itself will start to kick the movement, and once it moves, it will no longer stuck inside your body, and it just feels good, and you realize you got more relaxed after it, and it's just amazing. It's as good as in massage. Like in nowadays it's difficult to massage outside, so you can do this body movement instead. It's just very good. And the first step that I have is for situations that normally you have very strong emotion rise up, that gives you a very strong urge to say something or do something that is, you know, that is destructive, and you don't want to do it, but you're like, oh, this emotion stuck in me that is so uncomfortable, I want to release it. So how do you do that? I found there's a way that is so useful, and it's incredibly simple. You just stand up, and for around 10 minutes you just stand there and focus on the body and the feelings and your breath. And this helps a lot during the time that you have an emotional trigger that normally is something that you will react to. But since you have this emotional awareness, it helps you to set this aside, and by focusing itself alone, it helps just release itself instead of being like focused at the thoughts in your mind, which will just keep the strong emotions there for a longer period and will eventually trigger you to act on something. So I find this way very useful in occasions when I'm angry and want to say something mean, or just wanted to vent it out. And the last one I want to share about is talking about your feelings and your struggles with a friend, a family member, or your partner. We all have times that is difficult, and we all have times that we want to share our difficulties with others. It is a healthy way to do so, although I don't recommend to do it too often, because it sometimes just get you stuck in your own narrative, and also make others like you will become an energy drain for them. However, I think it's healthy to do it on moderate levels, and just to share about your struggles with others help you to connect with them on deeper level, and to let them to have a chance to help you and to support you, and to help you to release emotions and to gain more perspective from others. So I hope these tips can help you, and if you like it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please click the subscription button, and I'll make weekly videos about personal development and self-growth. So I hope to see you soon. Bye!